got ourselves, oh goodness, I keep doing this every single time. We got Austin back in on the Arcane. Love the Farmer's Mog. Hockey on the Dragon. I like the manga a lot. Got the Dragon rolling in with Litania back in the Outlaw. Perseus is the Arms Warrior. We got ourselves Chicago back in as enhancement. I like that manga altogether too. Blood gonna be first up Rogue. I was thinking versus Arcane, but I think I'm still trying to figure out who's going to be first up. Blood Dagger out here with the torch looking for the next victim. Fat Wings over in the back are ready to go. Kalitas' Assassination. We got Koei as well as Makima with the Chicago. I really dislike the Rogue versus Shaman duels because I feel like Shamans used to be able to do something, but the amount of CC and the damage Rogues can do with the Shaman, you have to trinket, you have to immediately wall, you have to use everything you got, trying to see if you can survive this. It's going to be Guardian and Wall, everything has to be used. Cloak Shot is for the Rogue, just immuning everything, evasioning with dodge, but also immuning all the magic damage, and that was just an opener by the Rogue. Chicago had to trinket, Wall, as well as Guardian sent literally everything, and the Rogue gets to get away out of there with a Cloak. I think the only way you get the Rogue out is maybe if you drop a random totem, root the guy. That or, oh, he positioned just to make sure the knockback does not send him flying. Light and Lasso trying to get a trinket out of the Rogue. Gonna be cheap shot to follow him. Chicago needs to heal up as much as possible. Got quite a bit of healing. Gonna be a root on Rogue. Now you want to punish him as much as possible. Lightning Bolt if at all it can. There's gonna be Totem gripping him back in, putting the Rogue out in the open blind. The Rogue will not be able to catch an easy reset. Will want to go for a kidney shot. Chicago needs a bit of healing. That was a vanish out of the Rogue. Second vanish for Chicago might not be the worst to pick up the eyes, just so you have the eyesight of the Rogue. But actually, just gonna sit down for a bit of food, maybe a bit of mana. Blood Dagger, is he still dotted? He is! He doesn't go for the auto check. He doesn't get to go for a stab. That is so unfortunate. Sends out the ghosties. Gonna be a knockback onto the Rogue. If they go for a step, that could be huge. Trying to go for a Hex, getting a shot instead. Knocking back the Rogue, but he does have himself a Shadow Step. Does get to reposition back in. There's gonna be cheap shot. Chicago needs to find a way to live. Wall's available. He's gonna be going for the wall. Disarm to follow. Plenty of Maelstrom at the ready. Using the Maelstrom from the Primordial just to survive. Cloak Shot is for the Rogue just to get back in there. Chicago needs to use everything they can to survive. That's gonna be Sunder. Doesn't quite connect because Cloak Shot just immunes the ability. And you can also get to dodge it. Trying to go for Maelstrom. The Raptors are barely keeping you alive. You are still got mana. Trying to see if we can knock the Rogue and root him in place for just a second. Leaping him. Now going the aggressive. Although Chicago finally look for recovery. Next kidney shot is still going to be very, very deadly. Trying to catch up as much health as possible. It's going to be a trinket available. Gouge for the Rogue. If you can root him around the corner, you will be golden. You just got to make sure to land the totem. Try to, yeah, does get the land. Does get to show. Levelash him. Knocking him out in the open. Vanish again for the Rogue. Are you dotted? That is the question. Is there a Flame Shock rolling on you? Because he got recovery. Sap on Chicago. Has a trinket back up. Looks like dotted. Hold on a second. Sap again. Maybe if you re-dot him back in. Oh no, I think he got out of there. Still dotted. Summon still keeps him out in the open. Hold on a second. For Chicago, still has a trinket. Blood Deck. Oh, almost landing the totem. I don't know how that didn't work. I feel like the totem should have worked out. Does get the kidney. Knocking the Rogue out. Is still taking damage. The bets are back on him. Got him some sepsis. Shadowy duel with a blind right after. Hold on, all that go with the sepsis just to blind him? Tell me, I think it was a flame shock. I think you just landed the flame shock. Hold on a moment. If you get the totem, does get the autos right on the corner. Wait a second. The Rogue trying to go for the slows. That's going to be Ghost Wolf. Rooting to the Rogue. Lasso is just over, tasing him down. Oh my god, that was a lot going on at once. From one Rogue to the next, though. This is going to be Makima. One sub to the next. Got himself full sepsis. Chicago does get himself a trinket. Wall. Guardian maybe. Does go for the Guardian. Used to use everything he can. Cloak of Shadows for Makima. Try to see if he can live it. Missing the kick on to Chicago. Could be potentially a Hex. Trying to see if he can just get himself some survivability. Hex does go for the Hex. Human racial. You just sent it for no reason. Chicago gets himself at least a chance to recover. Trying to knock the Rogue away. I don't know if you can fight him, but no Cloak of Shadows. Rogue is a Vanish still available. Does interrupt Chicago. Yet another kidney shot. I think it might be over, right? Oh my god. Chicago just getting harassed by these Rogues. These Rogues, man. It is incredible. Oh, I cannot believe the first duel went. I mean, I probably shouldn't be surprised, but it's just, it is crazy. I don't think a class should be able to live this long. Don't get me wrong. I love that Rogues are strong, but I don't think a class that doesn't have self-healing should be able to live for 5 entire minutes. Like, it's just, I feel like there's something wrong with that. And Semrex can just get away with murder. It is incredible. Trying to see if he can root him. Does land him. Hockey got himself full dev. Maybe if he can get himself a good angle, he could be able to find, hold on, Maki Mikado reset. Even while rooted. I feel like they should have gotten you combat. You know what I mean? I feel like they should have probably got him into combat. Does pick up the eye. If you get yourself an angle. Crimson Death Charger. I don't know if you want to go for the Shroud together with the wall. You are very close to the Rogue. You could use hover in order to get around. No, he doesn't realize the Rogue is right over the other side. The grays, the trees, the plants, the vegetation does help obscure the Rogue a little bit. And the Rogue does get the opener in there. That is so rough. Pick up a good race and he gets self-healing. Honestly, yeah, I feel like if the Rogues at least were playing like Draenei for the self-heal and they were getting good self-healing, then maybe I could be like, you know what? Okay, at least they're like cheesing out a racial or something. But it's just Rogues being Rogues. You know what I mean? It's just Rogues popping a sippy cup. Cheap shot open onto Hockey. The man is going to take a lot of damage. Dragons are very susceptible to damage in the opener. They are squishy as a class. Trying to live Trinket. Makima just ends up putting them in the dirt. There's nothing you can do as a dragon when the Rogue is on you. Unless you Trinket Wall. That's the only way to prevent a lot of the damage. But it's just so much output. Throws everything in there. And you just so much damage in the opener. You almost have to Trinket. Like at this point where the Rogues are, if they're throwing everything in, I think you have to Trinket. But the thing is, they'll just go for the next skin shot. Next setup and you're done. Rogue is a joker. It is crazy how good Rogues are, man. Linthania out here, those Outlaw, trying to see if he could represent the non-subtlety Rogue. I feel like that's where subtlety is like the strongest. Is that double vanish cooldown reduction shenanigans. Because if they didn't have it, at least like, hey, he cloaked. That's 2 minutes he's not going to have it for. With vanishes, not only does he get a big shield when he vanishes so it helps him escape, but also he got cloak is coming back up. That killer shot is coming back up. That blind is coming back up sooner than normal. And it's kind of nuts. Oh, Linthania saw you for a second. Hold on, Blade Flurry got you out. He's looking. He was looking for you. Oh no, and Makima does get opened up on Linthania with the human racial. Got himself evasion. Makima trying to see if he can maybe get some damage going. Evasion is going to stop those ambushes though. Hold on a second. Ambushes go behind you. I don't know if Shadow Strikes do, but ambushes definitely do. Makima trying to see if he can make it back away. Linthania with a grapple does go for the random Blade Flurry. Does not find the Rogue. Looking for the eye. Does pick it up. If you are careful. No. Walks over the eyes but didn't pick it up. That is so unfortunate. He wanted to grab him too. Should be able to see Makima around the corner if he's careful. If he's spamming the pistol, you should be able to get him out in the open as soon as possible. Or if you go next to the pillar, you should be able to auto him out in the open, I think. If you're careful. Do you see him? Oh no, he goes away from the pillar. Makima does not want to go out in the open. He knows where he's at more or less, but he doesn't want to find him. Linthania walking over next to the eye. Makima is nowhere nearby. So that could be a shadow step easily. Linthania, if you look to your left, should be able to scout Makima. Makima does not have enough distance to shadow step Sap here easily. Unless you start positioning, but I don't think he's going to do it. No, he's going to wait for cooldowns. Linthania, if you're careful, should see him, start attacking him. He knows where he's at. Cheap shot. He knows what to expect. Makima trying to have a go. Sepsis, that could be easily clicked with shadows. Might go for it. Does go for the cloak. Pistol shots are up. Kidney shot. Makima has no outs for this one. Dance is available for Linthania. Trying to go for a big between the eyes back to back. Actually building up a bit of damage with a blind for Makima. Blind is super short though. Smoke bomb not really going to stop you if he grapples around. Hold on a second. Blade Flurry gets you out in the open. Got himself an opener. Cheap shots up in the yard. Hold on. He got damage and he got health advantage on you while you don't. Blind. Now he's got CC advantage. Got another cheap shot. Big between the eyes to follow. Disarm. Doesn't need a weapon. He got his gun in his back jacket pocket. He doesn't actually need his weapon. Disarming this guy does nothing. And Skeletus is going to be up next. My God. It's just roasting at to play. And we're 11 minutes into a game. Oh my goodness. Draenei's and the level player, can't go wrong with them. I feel like if maybe like Rogue self-survivability, I just think it's a Vanish thing. The Vanish for sub, hell, maybe even Vanish for Outlaw could be maybe like, you know, toned down a little bit. I think if they did that, it will be fine. Cheap shot opener, Escalas does pick up the eye. Linthania does meet him. Big opener onto Kala with pistols. He just gunned them down. It took him 2 seconds. Oh, are you kidding me? What an opener. My goodness, with Koei going to be up next, stealth and passive immediately. Do you get yourself another big opener here? If you get yourself more of those pistols, that's a lot of damage. That's a leather class. It take a lot of hits. Does go for the trinket, feeling the pressure. Leg sweep before Linthania could go for an evasion. Locking him down really quickly with Fits of Fury blind to follow to at least break out of the Fury. Got himself more pistols just to keep firing with a vanish immediately. If you got yourself the ambushes, maybe a kick. The only thing you got to watch out for is karma, and you have a cloak for that one. Hold on, you can just get in there. Hold on, trying to see if he can get himself a stun. Full setup, big pistols back to back. Hold on. Oh my God, the amount of damage you do. Outlaws, man. Are you kidding me? Fat Wings, the last one left on the team. Trying to maybe go for a stun. I think that might have been a Cloak of Shadows out of the Rogue on the Hodge, unless Fat still got a bunch of wings available. Or at least Hodge available, I guess. Bubble, man's got super low. 71% dampening. You ain't healing, better bubble early just while you're high on health. Trying to see if you can catch up to Linthania. Random AoEs. Oh, I don't even know how he got the rogue out. Or did they just like have a dot? I think he just got a dot. I don't think that maybe he did AoE him out. I don't even know how. Blind gets the rogue out in the open. Hold on. Yeah, does see him. Cheap shot. Might need something for this one. Normal trinket is available. Blind. Do trinket this. I don't think you do. Especially if you got mobility. Oh, freedom. Freedom, mobility. Got himself at least something going, but the rogue is back out. Wake of Ashes. If only you were able to spin around in every direction, you would have definitely got him. Blessing of Protection. Oh. The rogue does catch him. Oh, no, the Outlaw with a 4? Wait a second. Oh my goodness. Well then. I did not expect for an Outlaw rogue to get 4 like that. Oh, there it is. Alrighty, homies. Let me know if you need more bodies. Otherwise, we'll get another one rolling.